I feel like the atmosphere is really electric. I mean, listen to it right now, and this is the last day of the show.
Well, it's a great chance for us to gather new business and see what's new in the industry. See you at the next IT Expo.
We'll be here. Hey, it's Rich Tehrani. We're here at SD-WAN Expo 2019. It's part of the ITEXPO Super Show. And Bernard Breton is with us. He's the CEO of Adaptiv Networks. Bernard, welcome.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be here. I think it's a great show, first of all. We've seen a very interesting variety of people here. And SD-WAN, Software-Defined Wide Area Network, is clearly a space which is captivating a lot of attention right now in the IT space for all the good reasons. And we're in that market, and it's very exciting to be here.
We're thrilled to have you, and I figured in case someone doesn't know who you guys are in terms of what you're doing, tell us, give us the overview.
Sure, absolutely. So we're a software-defined wide area network vendor. It's a reasonably crowded market. I would say that we differentiate by how lean our solution is. It is therefore a solution that is very well targeting the mid-market space. We operate our own network in North America. We're what we call a cloud-managed software-defined wide area network. We have a good density of gateways in North America, and we have more than 2,500 sites under management today.
Oh, that's fantastic. So it sounds like you have a good niche, and you mentioned it's a crowded space, but something that every company needs and every carrier will offer, so lots of opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a crowded space from an offering standpoint, but the market, there's no one size fit all, really. I mean, if you think of the businesses, and there's a high diversity both in terms of size, in terms of IT requirements. It's a market in very significant growth. It's very clear that the old way of doing business connectivity via MPLS network, that's changing due to the adoption of the cloud. And the cloud is being adopted massively by businesses, specifically in the mid-market space. They are faster at adopting the cloud than the large enterprises, which have a lot more data center-based application, which migration to the cloud will take longer. In any case, this is a very dynamic network market. We're in the core of it. We have a go-to-market that is indirect, working with essentially MSPs. And we have a good set of partners, certified partners, which are really helping us in the market.
That's awesome. So it sounds like things are going great. In terms of trying to make a decision, if you're on the outside of this studio and you're watching this on the computer and you're trying to figure out how to pick an SD-WAN vendor, what would you say are the top 3 things that someone should do before they pick a vendor or a solution?
I think that there's a lot of dimensions. If I was to say the top 3 things, it really depends who you are, because the top 3 things for a bank and the top 3 things for retailers would be quite different. If I think of the market that we're in, which is the market where you have a large number of branches with limited level of sophistication from an IT standpoint, and retail would be a good example, I think you really need to look at how frictionless is your SD-WAN vendor, because you have no IT skills at the branch level, so the solution needs to be very frictionless. The cost point is very important. You can't afford very expensive devices, you cannot afford a very expensive service, and how reliable is the actual solution. How performant is the link bonding, the aggregation, the failover that is delivered by the SD-WAN solution.
Fantastic. What else should people know about your company?
Well, we just changed name. Actually, we used to be called TeleIP. We just announced here at the IT Expo a couple of days ago, that's yesterday, actually, not even a couple of days ago, the new brand name, Adaptiv Networks, which we believe is very well aligned with this promise to the market, which is to deliver a software-defined wide area network that is frictionless and really focusing on delivering that agile cloud connectivity.
I think it's a much better name. It really, it kind of talks about the benefits of SD-WAN with the word adaptive and obviously network. So I think you really nailed it with that.
Yeah, I think we are very proud of it. I think we made a great job on this thing, on this marketing and the rebranding. And I believe this is a name that's going to stand the test of time and that will really support our growth path in the next years.
You might say it's adaptive.
It's very adaptive, indeed.
So you obviously know a lot about this market. So you mentioned, if someone's a bank or insurance company or whatever, how do they find out more? Like, how would they reach you and your company to get you some of your insight on how to make a decision?
Yeah, so a couple of things. First, our website I think is quite rich. There's a lot of very interesting information in terms of the specific verticals. If you're in the financial sector, in the retail sector, you're not going to have the same requirements, and we have specific documentation about the various verticals. At the same time, we work with MSPs. One of their role is to work with the end customers in order to ensure that they have a solution that's truly tailored to them. We have a global construct, an SD1 construct, which can be configured in multiple ways, and we would not deliver to a small retailer the same way we would deploy to a financial service organization.
Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure.